A young boy named Zane was walking home from a late-night shift at the grocery store where he worked as a packer. It was freezing cold outside, the kind of cold that makes your eyelashes freeze together and you can't feel your fingers or your nose. But Zane didn't have a jacket and he was already soaked from doing the outside shopping carts. So he started walking faster, trying to get home before his feet hit the frozen ground. As he rounded the corner onto his street, he noticed a homeless man sitting on the steps of a house across the way. He was an old man with long gray hair and a long white beard that reached almost his chest. As he climbed the steps to his front door, he couldn't help but glance back at the old man. "Thank you, honey. Now go on inside. You must be freezing." Zane nodded and hurried inside. She was an angel on earth, always baking cookies for the kids in the neighborhood, organizing charity events, and even taking in stray animals. Giving away his only jacket on such a cold night? What was I thinking? He wondered. Mrs. Williams was everything nice all rolled into one. "Good morning, honey. Want a cookie?" she asked. Sure," said Zane. When he went to get his jacket to put it on, he found that it was gone. He searched everywhere, but the jacket was nowhere to be found. Had he dreamed the whole thing? He wondered. He ran to his room and grabbed his winter boots. But the old man never asked for anything, and Zane learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes people just need a little bit of kindness, nothing more. They weren't expensive or anything, but they were warm. Then he ran back to the kitchen. "Here, Mom, take these. We can buy some more flour for the cookies," he said. Mrs. Williams took the boots and put them on. "Thank you, honey. These are a bit tight, though. Maybe we should get you some new ones." No, you keep them." "I'll wear my old ones," Zane said. "I gave it to that homeless man. He needed it more than you did." But I need it to work," Zane said. "You promised I could buy new shoes with the money I earned from working overtime at the store." Mrs. Williams placed the plate of cookies on the table. "Zane, those shoes will still be there tomorrow, and that old man might not be here tomorrow. Do you really want to be the reason that a good man freezes to death? Besides, you have something that's much more valuable than a jacket. You have your health. You have a loving family. You have friends. You have everything you need to make it through this winter. That old man doesn't even have a home. How could you be so selfish?" He was still trying to start that fire, but now he was pulling his long white beard over his face like a blanket to try and keep himself warm. Zane's heart sank. That poor old man is gonna die if he doesn't get some help. He was shivering, and when Zane looked closer, he realized that he wasn't just shivering. His whole body was shaking violently. His mom was right. I was being selfish. I do have a warm house and plenty of food. What does this guy have? He thought. The man was trying to make a fire in a small cardboard box, but his hands were shaking so badly he couldn't get the fire started. Zane shook his head. "No, it's too late. Besides, what could we even do? It's not our problem." Mrs. Williams sighed. She knew her son was going through a rough patch. He'd been working extra hours at the store and barely had time to do anything else. But still, he could at least spare a jacket. Zane felt bad for the old man, but he had to get home. So he walked past him without a second thought. Just then, Zane's mom came out of the house next door. When she saw Zane staring at the old man, she asked, "Do you want to go help him, honey?" "Why don't you just give him your jacket, Zane? It's just a jacket. You can buy another one." "But this old man might need a little more than that." Zane thought about it for a second. "Well, yeah, okay. Here you go," he said, taking off his jacket and handing it to Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Williams smiled. He couldn't help but think how foolish he was. The next morning, Zane woke up early to go to work. Just then, Mrs. Williams came into his room holding a plate of cookies. "So, where's my jacket?" he asked. Mrs. Williams took a deep breath. Zane felt ashamed. Then suddenly, Zane got an idea. And from that day on, whenever Zane saw the homeless man, he would bring him food or blankets or whatever he could spare.